Good day, everyone. My name is Eunice Ursal from BSED 2B, and in continuation of Raisa Villahermosa's discussion, I will discuss the steps in the construction of a rating scale. So let's proceed. So the first step is we choose what attitude or feeling we want to measure, such as students' interest or motivation. This should be something that can help improve teaching and school activities in the future. For example, knowing students' interest in environmental issues can help in planning school projects. The second step is, of course, we write clear and simple statements related to what we want to measure. These statements should include both positive and negative ideas so students can answer it honestly. And third step is we need to test the rating scale on a similar group of students to check if the questions are easy to understand, and if there are confusing items, we need to revise them. The fourth step is we give the final rating scale to the target students and allow enough time for them to answer, of course. And lastly, we check and analyze the answers using a 1 to 5 scale, where 1 means strongly disagree and 5 means strongly agree. This helps students understands this will help us understand the students' attitude and feelings. Now, let us discuss the semantic differential that is under the self-report questionnaires. The semantic differential is a widely used scale that measures attitudes. It works by placing two contrasting or opposite objectives at the ends of a number scale, such as, for example, the good and bad, or easy and difficult. Respondents choose a point on the scale that best represents how they feel about a particular idea, object, or experience. Through this method, we can better understand people's feelings, especially students, their opinions and perceptions in a clear and organized way. Here we have an example of a semantic differential about a problem solving. The two contrasting adjectives, which is the difficult and easy, interesting and boring, useful and useless, realistic and unrealistic. Next, we have the checklist. It is still under the self-report questionnaire. So what is a checklist? A checklist is a self-report tool where learners simply mark whether they show certain qualities or behaviors. By checking these behaviors, learners are actually showing the values and beliefs they hold. Um, This makes the checklist an easy and practical way for teachers to understand their learners' attitudes and habits. For example, a checklist may include statements like, I help my classmates when they need assistance. Um, Another is, I listen respectfully when others are speaking. I follow classroom rules even when the teacher is not watching. And learners will then check yes or no for each statement. Um, Through these answers, teachers can see the values and behaviors the learners practice, such as respect, responsibility, and cooperation. So I have here an example of a self-report behavior checklist that has an instruction that says put a check on the options that correspond to your answer to each item. The first number is, how would you like to be part of environmental program activities? There are four statements below. The first statement is, I do volunteer to be part of the crusade. Second statement is, I give donations. Third statement is, I just let my parents pay their taxes. And fourth is, I'm not interested. That is all for my discussion. Thank you for listening.